We got game week upon us, y'all. Giants football is back this week. But as we're pondering on looking at who the Giants are taking on, which are the Minnesota Vikings, Vegas seems like they're picking their side, and their side is the Minnesota Vikings. Right now, I'm not a betting man, but a lot of people do bet. Sports gambling is continue to, cover the whole world. But the Vikings are favorites by 1.5. And now listen, if you're new to gambling, if you don't know what it is, if you don't know how money lines work, how betting odds work, now normally if you're a home football team, you're given 3 points off rip. Home advantage in the NFL is a real thing, especially with the crowd noise, which a hostile environment, all that good stuff. And normally the home team's given 3 points. So, Vegas right now is saying screw them 3 points, 1.5, give it to Minnesota. They're the betting odds favorite. I'm going to be honest with myself. Of course, I want the Giants to win. And I think the Giants will win this game. But to think that the Minnesota is going to clear those 3 points and be, the favorites in a road game with Sam Darnold as their quarterback, that's kind of crazy. And it's disrespectful. Now, the Giants have been, not too great these past couple of years. We had one good year and made the playoffs in the last 5 years. But overall, when you look at the state of the Giants and the state of the Vikings, I think they're very similar teams. Now, we have some premier players at certain positions, and you also have some subpar players at certain positions. When you look at the quarterbacks in this game, Daniel Jones is better than Sam Darnold. I don't want to hear it. We're going to find out how it works on this Sunday. Not every, offense and every situation is equal, but I will say Daniel Jones is a better quarterback than Sam Darnold. Now, listen, Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold at one point were both playing for their respective franchises. Sam Darnold's not anymore. Daniel Jones still is. And they both threw for over 5 touchdowns in a certain game, in a specific game against each other back in, the Jets against the Giants. Now, looking at it, Sam Darnold has been on 2 different teams. This is being his second new team now. And when you think about where Sam Darnold is in his career, they drafted a quarterback, and Sam Darnold is going to be a placeholder until J.J. McCarthy steps in. Now, J.J. McCarthy is hurt. That completely eliminates the thought of even having J.J. McCarthy play. But as a Giants fan, I'm happy that Sam Darnold's starting. I'm going to be honest. I am. I don't really expect too much out of it. And when you look at it, to think that Sam Darnold and that Vikings team should be favorites against the Giants, it's a slap in the face, man. No discredit or no disrespect to any Vikings fans or any Vikings players in general, but it is what it is. Like, I just don't expect that. When you look at on the defensive side of the ball, this defense got cooked by our Giants team over a year ago. They didn't really get any better. They might have got, guys like Gilmore recently signed, and they might have some budding stars. But when you look at this Giants defense as well, we got some budding stars as well. Dexter Lawrence is already a set player. We have Brian Burns on one edge that we just traded for, and Kayvon Thibodeau continuing to get better. You got Bobby Okereke, one of the top linebackers in the league. There's premier players everywhere. Justin Jefferson, the best wide receiver in the game at the moment, in my opinion, is on that team. But him playing with Sam Darnold is a little different than Kirk Cousins. We'll see, though. Now, O'Connell is a good offensive coordinator when it comes down to it, right? And I'm going to have more, in-depth reviews in the preview that I'm dropping this Thursday, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But I just had to come on here and make a quick video. Listen, Giants fans, if you're a Giants player listening to it, probably not, but I hope you are. It's a disrespectful slap in the face to say that the Vikings as road favorites against this Giants team. If the Sam Darnold Vikings-led team is favorites against the Giants and they end up still winning this game, the Giants really got to look themselves in the face and say, how many games are we winning this year? How many? And now it sucks because some Giants fans really want this team to lose out and, not win any games so we can get a top QB. For me, this Sunday, the Giants should be taking on the Vikings and getting this W. By any means necessary, however it comes about, whether Daniel Jones plays one of his best games or a shaky game, the Vikings shouldn't be that tough of an opponent when you compare the rest of the schedule that the Giants have. They really shouldn't. Especially with week 1, Sam Darnold get acclimated to this front four and this defense overall needs to make it hard for him. And hopefully this Giants offense gets things right. You can almost make the argument that the Giants team right now is better than it was last year. Saquon Barkley's not here, but when we look at every other position, when it comes to Malik Neighbors being added, when it comes to the offensive line being switched around and adding players on the offensive line, that was one of our biggest issues. The defense wasn't the biggest problem. You lose a couple DBs, but then you also add some again. This Giants team should not be that bad. Now, Vegas, y'all do y'all thing. And listen, for all my people that's been subscribed to me for a while, I'm trying to test some things out. I got a new soundboard, and if anyone's looking to bet on this game, I only got one reaction for you.
You want $1? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
If y'all know, man. That's gonna wrap it up for this video. They did practice today, but they had the Century Red helmets on. That's extremely dope to see, but not really too much coming out of it this practice. Hopefully you hear more tomorrow. But Thursday, we're going to have our preview episode out talking about this game more in depth. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And if you're here and you're new, subscribe down below, man. And Saturday, everyone that's watching this video, I need you to pull up 7:30 p.m., 8 o'clock p.m., Saturday night. We're going live with Vocal Vike, my guy Vocal Vike. He's one of a Vikings content creator. We are going live, and I need you guys present and there, man, because it's going to be a good time, but I also need my Giants big blue squad to show out when it comes to this live stream, man. There's going to be some Skull people in the building, so I need my Giants squad to pull up, man. So appreciate y'all for joining up. Appreciate y'all for being here. I will catch you guys on the video tomorrow. Peace.